Hello everyone and welcome to Photo Finds. I'm your host Gavin Hatch. This week we're over at Disney Springs taking a look around and seeing what they had going on for Valentine's Day. Also, just seeing what's new in general because there's some interesting things I have not seen myself. So let's go ahead and take a look at Disney Springs. Now this past week, over in the co-op, they had a department from the Disney Floral and Gifts department that delivers gifts and flower arrangements to different guest rooms on the ships and also at the hotels at Disney World resorts. They had that set up in the center of the co-op, and you were able to meet with a cast member and create an order. You can do like gift baskets with all kinds of different things, and then you can just do flowers and a mix of both, and of course champagne and all these different romantic things that you associate with Valentine's Day. So you could have it delivered. Now, I'm not sure, I didn't talk to a cast member, so I'm not sure what the pricing looked like, but you know it probably cost you an arm and a leg. And I'm not sure if this was something that would be, these items would be able to be picked up that day, or if it was just something that could be delivered to guest rooms at the resorts. So I didn't get too much information about it, but it wasn't a huge setup and not a huge display either, but there were two cast members there, and it was cool, it was neat. They had some really interesting items there, a gift basket that had all this stuff from 28 in Maine, which I love that apparel line and that store there in the co-op, so you could get someone, probably a guy, I'm sure, a whole bunch of stuff from that store. I really should have looked at the price for that because I'm sure that was really a pretty penny. Ganachery, they had all kinds of different packages and things that you could get, and you could actually get some sparkling wine inside the ganachery as well with your chocolate ganache, which was kind of a cool touch. We didn't try any of this stuff out ourselves when we were there, but I love going in here just because it definitely is, it's not as busy as it used to be. It's very small, so I'm sure you can still go in there at times and it's pretty busy, but I love going in there just to watch the people, the cast members behind the glass at work making all those delicious treats. Now, for only 2 days, on the 13th and 14th, they had a specialty cocktail that was made just for Valentine's Day over at Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar, and I haven't heard any reviews about it or seen any pictures of it. I'm going to probably look it up after this, but I didn't get to try it myself, obviously, and it's something. I love this bar. This is really a fun place to go, so I'm sure it was delicious and looked really cool, and I hope they bring it back next year because I would go back and try it again. And they also had a specialty drink over at the Dockside Margaritas, and that was, I think that's a great idea. I think that all these places should really come up with specialty drinks and food items like that just for this holiday, just because it does make you want to come out to Disney Springs to try this stuff out with your loved one. Now, not too far away from there, we can see some construction still taking place over at the Edison. Now, this building is really coming along, but it's huge. It has been a while, that's for sure. It has been a slow process. I don't know why, but it's really, finally, from the front, you can tell what it's going to be, and it looks really cool, and I love the idea, and I cannot wait to see the interior and what it's going to be like, and I will definitely be there the week it opens. But it's really kind of the last big major piece, I think, of Disney Springs that is going to open up. Now that we have Planet Hollywood open, this is, I think, really the last big thing to open up here and kind of complete this huge overhaul that has taken years and years to come to reality. And speaking of Planet Hollywood, I did not go inside. I have not tried anything out. I really don't have any interest in going there anytime soon, but I just grabbed a couple of pictures from the outside from what I could see, and I do like the idea of having this outdoor seating and this outdoor bar area attached to the building. I think that looks really cool, but for the rest of the exterior here, I was highly disappointed with it. I'm not sure what your thoughts are on. Comment below and tell me what your thoughts are on this new Planet Hollywood look, but it doesn't really match what I saw in the concept art, and I was thinking they were going to put maybe metal tin kind of as the roof, but it looks like it's pretty much like a tarp, like a tarp that's been stretched and fit perfectly there, but it still just does not. It looks cheap. To me, it looks cheap and half done. So I'm hoping that someone does something about this soon and they progress and make it look better. But I don't know. I really not interested in Planet Hollywood or going there anytime soon. But tell me what your thoughts are on the comments below. Got a picture here of the new characters in Flight balloon. It has a new look to it. There's no more characters on the balloon itself, and it has a new color. It's mainly blue now, and it looks good. I like it. It's something I haven't done myself. If you've tried this out before, tell me in the comments below if you liked it, if it was worth the money, if it's something that you do often or would try again. but it's interesting. They still call it characters in flight, even though there's no characters on the balloon anymore. And I also noticed down where you check in and pay to go on the balloon, they removed, I think they did this a while ago, but this is my first time really noticing it, that they removed like the tower that had the like Peter Pan cutouts on it and the characters on it. And yeah, so now it's just kind of more of a basic looking round building. So let's go over to the DLiving store. I actually really kind of like this store now. When it first opened up, it was Christmas time, so it was all just Disney Christmas merchandise. The same merchandise that you could go buy at other stores at Disney Springs and in the parks. So it wasn't anything really exclusive that you could only get at this DLiving store. Now, they are deciding to change it throughout the year. So they're going to change it throughout the seasons, and as new movies get released, big movies such as the new Beauty and the Beast live action film coming out next month. So what they decided to do is this whole store is now just Beauty and the Beast products. And it's both got cartoon stuff, so from the original animated film, and it also has merchandise featuring the new cast from the live action film. So it's interesting. It's a good mix, and it kind of makes, when the story is, a manager was telling me that when you come into this store, you're supposed to feel like you're in someone's home that is a avid art collector or someone who's just really obsessed with whatever theme they have going on, which right now it's the Beauty and the Beast thing. So I thought it was interesting that he did tell me about how there is a beautiful rose under the glass case, of course, when you first walk into the store, and it was made by hand by a cast member at Disney World, and it was made by the pages. What's on the pages of this rose is the French lyrics to Be Our Guest. So everything, all the books in the store are in French. It's not in American, or English, I should say, sorry, English, but it is on this wall over here. Let's take a look. On this wall, there are a whole bunch of books. Now, the Imagineers went ahead and took on the front, the pages that you see, all this is the story of Beauty and the Beast, again, all in French. And because, of course, it takes place there in France. And the bookmarks are different words, or I should say, phrases or lines from the film. And then you have, it's really interesting because the display here, the shelf that has the Beast on it, it is chapter 3, which, of course, in the song, in the beginning of the movie, she says, or they say that when she meets Prince Charming, it's in chapter 3, so that's, of course, for Prince Charming. And I just love it. I love little things like that, little just details that you totally overlook unless you have someone point it out to you, or if you're really spending a lot of time in there, or if you're really a huge fan of a franchise such as Beauty and the Beast. It's something I would have totally missed, and it made the store even more special and more fun to hang out in and look at. And I'll go back before they switch it out, and I wonder what they're going to switch it out to be after this whole Beauty and the Beast thing is over with. Now, before we say goodbye, let's take a look here. As I was leaving, I saw the strolling piano is still at Disney Springs. I think this is so funny. It's just something, it's entertainment. I love free entertainment, and especially something unique like this. And I thought it was interesting, though, because you can see that there's still giant Christmas lights on it. So it's kind of still decorated for Christmas, not really for spring. So it's still fun to see, though. It's really cool. I liked it. Well, that will do it for this week's edition of Photo Finds. I hope all of you have a great week. Hope you had a great Valentine's Day, and make sure you subscribe to Attractions Magazine. Until next time, get out, have fun, and enjoy those parks.